Chapter 12, The Kraken. A tip from Kate gives you a new lead, but pursuing it will plunge you right into danger. Chapter 12, The Kraken. Agent Michael Kim. So, Kate was denied bail. The whole hearing was a sham. Hornby, Walsh, the Sterlings, they clearly all agreed to pin it on Kate. I understand why it seemed that way, but the question remains, why? Wouldn't the Sterlings want the person who killed their son brought to justice? The Sterlings were convinced that person was Kate. It played right into their biases. The last thing they wanted was a real investigation digging up all their dirt. Clearly that didn't stop you. God, no. It just made me want to dig deeper. And I'm glad I did, because I stumbled onto one HE double hockey sticks of a lead. The veil of secrets. All right, y'all. Are we back in court? You watch from the benches of Birchport courthouse as Judge Winters slams down her gavel. Denying Kate bail. This can't be happening. Flynn buries his face in his hands, his fingers wreathing through his hair. Oh, please, Jamario, keep me from killing that DA. You wrap your arms around him tight. After a few seconds, he heaves out a sigh and hugs you back hard, almost like you'll keep him from floating away. Over his shoulder, you spot Kate being taken away by Deputy Duffy. She looks defeated. So Duffy's there. Please, I don't want to go back to jail. I'm sorry, Kate, really, but I don't have a choice. You can't help yourself. You jump out of your seat and run over to the two of them. Jamario, I'm sorry, but you can't be in here. Please, Deputy Duffy, just give us 1 minute. Fine, but just one. And you can't tell Walsh. Duffy steps aside. You hug Kate tightly. How are you? Kate sniffles, brushing away a tear. Well, my fiance was killed. I'm being framed for a murder, so there's a very real possibility of me spending the rest of my life in jail. All things considered, I think I'm doing as well as anyone could be. I mean, I'm not currently sobbing, right? You actually look amazing. Thanks, Jamario. But I have to say, this really isn't how I thought I'd be spending my honeymoon. She's been through a lot, and I don't want to tell her you have to stay strong, but I kind of want her to. Oh geez, I'll say you had to stay strong, because I don't know if it'll be okay. I know, though, for the record, I'd much rather lie in bed screaming into my pillow all day. We'll get through this, I promise. We'd better, because jail pillows suck. You glance back at Flynn. He's glaring at DA Hornby. That is a horrible name. Kate follows your gaze. Is it bad that I wouldn't mind seeing my brother beat the crap out of that pompous... Hold up, pompous? I think you're entitled to it at least that much. That would be satisfying. I know the circumstances are a little weird, but I'm glad you two are getting along. He could use a friend like you in his life. I hope that us being romantic with Silverhawk is Naomi isn't gonna be like turned on us later. We all could. Time's almost up, Kate. Kate looks around, then leans into a whisper urgently. Listen, I've been having dreams about my kidnapping, random images all mixed up. I remember the room, a man, but his face is a blur, and something else, something I missed before. A red octopus. Hold on, let me get my paper. Oh, let me get my notes. A red, that sounds like a tattoo. A red octopus. Who had a, that sounds like a tattoo. What? I know, right? It's weird, but it's this crystal clear image in my head, and it keeps coming back. At first, I thought the kidnapper was wearing some red demon mask, but it was an octopus, I promise. I'm positive. Do you think it means anything? Could it help you find him somehow? Definitely, it's a lead. From the corner of your eye, you see Naomi enter the courthouse. She begins whispering between Grant and Flynn when her face falls. Duffy clears his throat and steps forward, gently putting a hand on Kate's shoulder. She looks at you, tears in her eyes. Just remember, you're not alone. I won't rest until you're free. I'll say you're not alone. Because she's not. She got us in her corner. We're all in your corner, and we're going to get you out of this. You nod your head to where Grant, Flynn, and Naomi are talking. She looks at the three of them, eyes filled with gratitude. Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. Oh. You lean in for another hug when Duffy pulls Kate away. Stay strong, Kate. We're gonna fix this. I know. Duffy walks Kate through the side door. As it closes behind them, you feel her absence like a weight on your chest. You take a deep breath and head over to where Flynn, Grant, and Naomi are huddled together. I'm so sorry, Jamario. I let Kate down. Don't blame yourself. This town, the entire justice system, everything's rigged against people like us. It certainly is as long as Tommy Walsh is in charge. I know this was a tough morning, but I think we have an important lead. Kate says she remembers something else about her kidnapper, a red octopus. Are you sure that's what she said? It is a strange detail. Does it mean anything to you, Jamario? Actually, it reminds me of something or someone. The red octopus reminds me of... So, do y'all remember when we were talking to the lighthouse guy in the bar? And he said that, you know, she was one of his favorites. And he had that tattoo. Yes, the Russian dude. His name is Nikolai. But I have to spell it correctly. Nikolai. Alright, Nikolai. Holy crap, you're right. I think I talked about it too. When we first saw him, I was like, that's an interesting tattoo. He has a tattoo, right? Red octopus on his arm. Yep, no mistaking it. You remember Nikolai's tattoo. Thank you, Mario. Good memory. Sorry, can someone bring me up to speed? Who exactly is Nikolai? Yeah, because when we first saw him, I thought he was gonna be like a bodyguard for the Sterlings or something. He kept saying to leave. He kept telling us, even when she was missing. But he said he liked her. Well, let's see. Because we don't know. She could have gotten it wrong. The lighthouse keeper. He's a regular down at the docks. Big guy, keeps to himself, and he's rumored to have ties to the Russian mob. Wait, are you serious? I always thought he liked Kate though. He said she was his favorite waitress. He even called her Katerina. Yeah. Oh, dang it. What? The firework. Our one piece of evidence, we gave it to him. Oh my god. What? Why? He's an explosives expert. And this is a small town. We wanted to see if it had been sabotaged, and he took it with him to dispose of it. Hold up a minute. Do we really believe this Nikolai character would do all this? Kidnap Kate, kill Bryce and Tanner? You and Flynn look at each other. Maybe. But why? What's his motive? I think Nikolai has a grudge against the Sterlings or had a thing for Kate? Okay. Because he kept calling her a delicate flower and all that stuff. He definitely said that they didn't deserve her, but I don't think that would mean that he liked her, right? She's young, you know? She worked there. He has a grudge against the Sterlings. He probably has a grudge against the Sterlings because he knows all the scoop about things getting imported and everything. And maybe they stopped one of his shipments. Maybe they owe him money or something. Or they took money from him. I'm gonna say he has a grudge. Yeah. He couldn't even mention the Sterlings without sneering. He clearly hated them. Okay, but a lot of people in Birchport feel that way about the Sterlings. Trust me, it was more than just run-of-the-mill resentment. He truly hated them. He kept telling Flynn and me they were dangerous. I assumed he was just being protective, but maybe there's more to it. If Nikolai has some vendetta against the Sterlings, he's not gonna stop now. You're right, Pierce and Margaret could be next. That lying B-word! He was playing us this whole time, but we don't know that. If he hurt Kate, I'm going to kick his into next year. Should we go to Wash with this? No way, AG double hockey sticks. Walsh has made it very clear that this is his only priority and that his only priority is pinning this on Kate. Who knows what he'd do to cover up the truth? Besides, he told me to get out of town. If I confront him about this, I'll probably wind up in the cell next to Kate. I hate to say it, but I think Jamario's right. We have to go after Nikolai ourselves. She shoots a pointed look Flynn's way. To interrogate him verbally, nothing more. Fine, we'll do it the boring way. Flynn glances out the window. Like, why does he have so much faith in Wash when clearly he's just an idiot? There's a storm coming in. Nikolai should be up in the lighthouse on the island off the coast. But my houseboat will never make it out there in this weather. Houseboats are cool. No, but my speedboat will. Oh Lord, you have a speedboat? Why would I make that up? Well, why am I just now hearing about it? I guess I'm kind of embarrassed by it. Why? If I had a speedboat, everyone would know. My father bought it for me when I turned 18. Wow, I really feel for you, man. I get it, poor little rich boy. The thing is, it was his attempt to get me into corporate litigation. He tried to buy you off? Not exactly. I think it was more like bait. He was showing me the lifestyle I could have if I chose that route. It didn't work, obviously, but I didn't see any reason to give back the speedboat. A peal of thunder rings out through the sky. This is dangerous. If we're doing this, we better get a move on before the storm hits. Agreed. Let's go while we still can. At the marina, the four of you make your way toward the narrow slips filled with parked speedboat. Let me guess, your boat's named something like Slick and Modern, right? Like Razor's Edge, ooh, or Night Fury. Sharper Image, I can't. Not even close. Y'all remember Sharper Image? I bet it's Rave Runner, Reckless, or the Grantmobile. Wave Runner. I like that. It's adventurous, whimsical. and lame. Well, lucky for you, Flynn, that's not the name. So what's it really called? Freedom. You know what? Why is his boat called Freedom? Now, he's the only one that's been making like remarks earlier about like about being black in the city. He's been why would he do that to himself? Didn't we just talk about like discrimination earlier, Grant? Okay. He said to freedom. I have to admit, that's not half bad. Oh my god. Okay, there she is. Grant points to a boat. Well, we are riding in freedom. Where an expensive looking speedboat is docked. Dang, Daddy Emerson was giving you the hard sell, huh? Give me a good motorcycle any day. We went to the we went, huh? Oh, he went the sports car route. Anyway, should we get going? Storm's gonna hit any minute. The four of you hop into Grant's boat. Wow, this boat is gorgeous. Yeah, but all that really matters right now is what she can do. Flynn heads straight for the captain's seat, and Grant charges after him. Seriously, you think I'm gonna let you pilot my boat? Right, like you're gonna get us through this. I'll say this once, O'Malley, get out of my seat now. Or what, you'll throw me overboard? I'd like to see you try. He said I'm gonna throw you off of freedom. Oh my god, are you really doing this right now? Grant and Flynn glare at each other. A flash of lightning splits the sky, illuminating choppy waters. Seconds later, a roll of thunder echoes across the waves. Come on, you two, we're running out of time. Flynn gets up and moves to the back of the boat with a sneer and a shrug. Grant starts the engine and whips the boat back out of the slip, throwing the throttle forward to zoom out of the marina. Whoa! Jesus, Grant, get past the end of the docks first. I've got this. What's bothering you? You don't have anything to prove. What's bothering you? Cause we all on this boat and you're not about to kill us. Nothing, I'm fine. Really? Then what was all the bro down crap just now? I'm sorry. It's just guys like Flynn, they always get to be the heroes. Oh Lord. Meanwhile, guys like me grind it. Oh jeez. Okay, guys like me grind it out behind the scenes. Zero glamour or recognition. And then half the time we fail any day. He's giving all the bad guys. Get the girls. Nice guys finish last. Like, you have money, sir. You're spoilt. You're a spoilt brat. You're still blaming yourself for what happened at Kate's hearing, aren't you? Grant sighs. I should have won. No one wins every time, Grant. He nods. You're right. I know you're right. Grant noses the boat past the marina barriers and into the open ocean. Within seconds, huge waves slam the boat from side to side. It takes everything Grant has just to navigate between the worst of them. You better know how to drive this boat. You gaze out over the waters and see the beam of the lighthouse dim and distant. The boat noses into a deep trough, throwing you sideways into Naomi. You need someone to take over up there? I got this! Can you even see through this? Not as well as I'd like to. Can you be a second pair of eyes for me? Sure. The seas roil, waves cresting over the sides of the speedboat every few seconds. Before long, the boat deck is slick with salt water. Grant steers the boat up and over the crest of an oncoming wave. They're coming from every direction at once. Duh, we're in a storm. You topple into the seat next. Whoa, look at that steering wheel move. That's interesting. You topple into the seat next to Grant, gripping onto the sidebar to keep yourself from falling off. You scan the heaving waves. A huge one rises up the right side. Okay. Port. Hang on. Grant jerks the boat hard to the left, racing around the base of the wave, just barely beating the brake. Nice moves, Emerson. We're not in the clear yet. Oh, Lord. The rain eases up slightly. Closer to the shore, the water looks calmer. That way. Hold on, everyone. Grant expertly weaves his way through the waves. Soon the waves start to lessen. The rain eases up to a fine drizzle. I think we're past the worst of it. Nice job, Grant. Couldn't have done it without you. Through the rain, you spot the lighthouse just up ahead. Land ho! I may have been waiting the whole time to say that. I'm just not gonna mention the fact that we were never out of sight of land. Smiling, Grant steers the boat to a dock on one side of the island, and the four of you get out. Ooh. What? Flynn walks up and puts his hand on Grant's shoulder. Hey, nice work back there. Flynn offers his hand and Grant shakes it. Thanks, man. You all turn to the ominous lighthouse looming over you. Can I go on record with how incredibly creepy this is? Noted and seconded. Enough of that. It's time to find Nikolai. He stalks off toward the entrance of the lighthouse, the rest of you trailing behind. Oh, snap. Oh, please don't be him stabbed in here. You pause near a power station hut and gaze at the mural painted on its side. A large red octopus. Is this like a game? Gonna make a wild guess that we found our guy. Flynn shakes his head in disappointment. I didn't know Nikolai that well, but I always thought he was basically decent, not some nut. Flynn, what does the red octopus mean, or what made you trust Nikolai? I want to know what the octopus... Wait. We obviously know that the octopus means something. If we ask him what made him trust Nikolai, it could tell us how maybe Kate was lured in because she trusted them. Okay, I'll just say, what does a red octopus mean? No idea. I always figured it was some cool Russian sailor thing. I worked a few cases against Eastern European syndicates. They were smuggling contraband into the United States, drugs mostly and guns. They use symbols like this all the time. Whatever it is, it's obviously deeply meaningful to him. You reach the entrance to the lighthouse. You try the door. It's not locked, so you push it open, revealing a rickety spiral staircase leading up into the darkness. Going into the creepy old lighthouse to confront the possibly homicidal Russian mobster seems like such a good idea an hour ago. You getting cold feet? No, but Naomi, I don't suppose you've got your gun? I had to give it back when Walsh took my badge. Dang it! But don't worry, there's 4 of us and 1 of him, and we're only here to talk. I mean, we could also jump him. Like, it's giving The Devil in Me when all of the people that we had left alive could have jumped on Dumet, but they didn't. Sure, he'll definitely see it that way. You take a deep breath and start picking your way up the creaky stairs. Part way up, you spot another octopus mural slaying its tentacles across the walls. Okay, this is officially crossed over into obsession. It's almost starting to feel like some weird cult thing. Let's just stay focused. Eventually, you reach a locked door right off the stairwell. You press your key. Wait, no, you press your eye into the keyhole. Looks like Nikolai's office. I see a lot of personal stuff. Photos, a couple of books. There might be a clue in there. Not to mention that firework we gave him. Flynn rams his shoulder into the door. It creaks on its hinges. If you guys want, I can bust this open. Yeah, we gonna find his secrets. Do it. Flynn heaves his shoulder into the door again, but it doesn't even budge. Looks like you're the one who needs a hand now. You want to try, Ivy League? Gladly. The two of them slam into the door, but it's still not enough. Dang, this thing is sturdy. Let's make this a team effort. The four of you crowd into the space next to the door. On my count, 1, 2, 3, go. You hear the sound of wood splintering. The wooden door cracks away from its hinges. Now, how come Flynn couldn't pick that lock? You all tumble into the small, cluttered office. There's a knife on the table. Random papers and photos are strewn everywhere alongside stranger items. A steel bear trap, a violin, and dozens of empty bottles. Let me write that down. That's suspicious. Oof, this place is just depressing. He just lives up here alone? Ew, is those bugs crawling on the ground? Y'all see that? All of these bottles and he still comes into the bar. He got roaches, y'all. Guys, look at this. Naomi holds up a stack of photos from the desk. They're Polaroids. Judging by what the subjects are wearing, they were taken in the late 80s? Check it out. Okay. I don't know who them people are. Is that who I think it is? Yep. Oh, Margaret and Pierce Sterling in their younger days. And that's Nikolai with them. I guess he lived in Birchport longer than I thought. Oh no. Wait, so that could be Pierce and Margaret and him. Aw, snap. You found the Sterling photo. They sure look friendly. How is it that everything in this town always comes back to the Sterlings? Grant, does this make any sense to you? No, not even a little. I know a lot about the Sterlings, but I've never heard of them being friends with Nikolai. Makes sense. Wait, what if Nikolai is like another one of their sons or something like that? I don't know. Makes sense. This town's richest couple hobnobbing with the Shirley Docks drunk. Wouldn't want that to get out. He must have kept this photo for years. It has meant something. It means a lot to him. I don't get it. If he was their friend, why would he kill their sons and kidnap Kate? We need to think this through logically. What are the possibilities here? Maybe he's settling an old grudge, or he's totally lost it. Okay. He's known them since he was young, since they were young. And if he's not their kid, or like a distant relative, something happened. A deal must have gone wrong. Or maybe he was blackmailed. Yeah, like they were about to get caught and they pinned something on him. And he ended up getting blamed for it. Let's do a old grudge. The three of them clearly used to be friends, but they definitely aren't now. Something must have happened between them. Maybe this is his revenge after all these years. Sounds plausible, but what would have ended their friendships spectacularly? Ew, why he use that word? Enough to warrant revenge. Jealousy? Margaret and Pierce lived a life of wealth and luxury. and Nikolai lived here. Lived here. Who wouldn't be jealous? Guys, you need to see these. Naomi holds up another stack of photos. They're clearly much more recent. Huh? The only person in all of these is Margaret. Is he sleeping with Margaret? It looks like they were taken from the woods behind Sterling Manor. I bet money the photographer used a telephoto lens so he could take them from a distance. Look at this one with Margaret in the window looking out. She has no idea she's being photographed. Apparently, octopuses aren't his only obsession. He's obsessed with the wife? You remember the Russian carving? Huh? Naomi, remember the cabin near the Sterling's man? Oh, I'm so glad we didn't ask that then. Remember the cabin near the Sterling's mansion with the Russian carving? Oh my god, do you think he was hiding out there watching them? Judging from all these pictures of Margaret, yeah, I do. That makes sense. Believable. Ooh, if we asked him before, he would have knew that we knew, like, of the place. It would have blown his cover. Flynn, do you think he'll try to kill her? Or, Flynn, why would he kill her sons? To obviously get them out of the way? But of what? Do you think... Okay, I'm gonna just say, do you think he'll try to kill her? Beats me. Clearly I didn't know Nikolai anywhere near as well as I thought I did. We just have to hope he wouldn't do something like that. And on the bright side, at least we're getting closer to the real killer. And to clearing my sister's name. This is all fascinating, but there's no sign of the firework or of Nikolai. Grant's right. We should head upstairs. There's more? You head back out, continuing up the stairs, towards the top of the lighthouse. The stairs creak beneath you, swaying a little under your weight. You can't help thinking about how high you're climbing. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. You accidentally kick something on the step. It falls through the risers, ricocheting against the wall with a sickening echo before it clatters to the ground below. This is scary. Okay. I looked down. You're frozen in place and can't take your eyes off the staircase. The spiral seems to actually start spinning. I've got you, Jamario. You feel Naomi's hand warm and firm against the small of your back. You steady yourself and look up. You can do this. Right, I can do this. You suck in a deep breath and begin to climb again. Finally, the steps end. You find yourself momentarily blinded by the light from the enormous Fresnel lens. Its beam skipping across the choppy waters. Wow, I've never been this close to one at night. What in the HE double hockey sticks do you think you're doing here? You spin around. Nikolai emerges from the far side of the light, his eyes bleary, and a hunting rifle in his hands. You break into my house? Nikolai, you son of a... You hurt Kate, now I'm gonna hurt you. Flynn, please. Flynn moves towards Nikolai. Flynn, no! Nikolai cocks the rifle and points it straight at Flynn, who's only a few feet away. Flynn stops short. You do not know what you're talking about, boy. He sways on his feet, visibly drunk, but once it's clear Flynn's not coming for him anymore, he lowers his rifle. Oh, Lord. Mr. Petrov, please, let's talk this through. No one wants to do anything rash. Oh my God. This is all your fault, all of you. Did I not tell you to stay away from the Sterlings? You did, but you never told us why. How did you know them? What aren't you telling us? We worked together long ago, me and the Sterlings, if you want to call it that. He shakes his head. You cannot imagine, you just cannot. He raises the rifle again, pointing it at Flynn's stomach. No, we don't want to have a drink, I understand you. We're not really friends, but I understand you. What is this you say? Huh, this must be a joke. Nobody understands. Give me a chance. Tell me what really happened. A lifetime happened. A lifetime of pee and blood. And now I have nothing. Oh no. Okay. Nikolai's hands tremble, the gun wobbling. He has a pained look on his face. Oh my god, I hope this isn't going where I think it's going. Oh Lord. You don't understand. None of you understand. You think you look at a man? Yes? No, I am no man. Not after what I've done. Not after all the harm I've caused. A bolt of lightning flashes, illuminating the ceiling and revealing a massive mural of a red octopus, its tendrils grasping along the walls. A sudden revelation hits you like a cold breeze. Nikolai, the red octopus represents how you see yourself, your inner demons, or your past. I'm gonna say your past. The octopus is your past, chasing you, hunting you, never letting you go. You draw it because you can't escape it. The octopus is your pain. And my guilt. The guilt that can't let me go. Oh, he needs a hug. He looks down, chest heaving, and his hands tremble under the rifle. That's it, Nikolai. Put the gun down. We can talk this through. No one has to get hurt. Nikolai's face softens. He lowers the gun. Oh, did we do it, y'all? We did it. We helped him. I'm sorry, my friends. I don't mean to scare you. It's all just so complicated. Bang! A shot rings out, deafening the tiny room. You flinch, but the shot didn't come from Nikolai's gun. Erg! Oh no, my god! Nikolai looks down his chest, and a bullet hole in it. Blood pours out. Nikolai! You run to Nikolai, who gasps for breath, blood bubbling at his lips. What the HE-6? You look behind you, and there, standing in the doorway, a stunned look on his face, and a smoking gun in his hand. In his hands is Duffy! I had to shoot him. He was pointing that gun at you. He wasn't. Oh god, what have I done? No. What are you doing here? The marina called us with a report about a joyrider ignoring the wake signs. Chief sent me to check it out. Oh, not this little gun happy. Oh my god. The wound in Nikolai's chest has soaked his shirt in blood. He's moaning, gasping. Under the bed. She keeps it under the bed. Oh my god. He's bleeding out. Nikolai reaches up to you with a trembling hand. I'm sorry. This is your chance to save Nikolai's life. He'll be around later in the story and will give you a vital piece of information. Yes, we're gonna save him. Yes, we're gonna try to save him. What you mean? What you mean? Duffy, call up the paramedics. He's going to die. Eyes wide, Duffy speaks into his radio. I need, oh god, Duffy, please. They won't get here in time. Oh my god. Remembering your first aid training, you hold your hand over Nikolai's wound. Not enough. I need something to staunch the blood flow, like a shirt. I'll ask Naomi because she, you know, Naomi tears a strip of off the bottom of her shirt and hands it to you, kneeling down next to you. Oh my god. You fold the scrap and press it against Nikolai's wound. Nikolai, can you sit up? He's making a choking noise. You motion for Naomi to help. The two of you roll Nikolai into, I'm stressed, onto his side, clearing his windpipe of blood. Now, if he could just get him to sit up. Right, it would keep his wound elevated above his heart. No, I should die. Not on my watch. You and Naomi motion to the others, and the five of you manage to drag him toward the base of the frontal lens, propping him up against it. Naomi shivers, and you wrap your arm around her, holding her close for warmth. Lady, you were a cop. Come on now, we gotta do this. There. With one weak hand, he points under the lens. You reach down, following his gaze, and find something. Carved octopus. Okay, alright, what does this mean? Another red octopus. Okay, there's something written on the bottom of it, a name. Looks like Taylor Acosta. Let's write that down. Hold on, Taylor Acosta. The necklace we saw said AA, so we need to figure out what that is. Okay, so hold on, Nikolai said, you know, on the octopus, right? That could be like one of his old partners or something. And then he told us to look under her bed. He says she keeps it under her bed. Keeps it under her bed. So he could be talking about her, or talk about the Sterling lady, like Margaret. Oh, okay. Nikolai, what does this mean? But Nikolai's expression is distant, haunted by a memory. Oh my god. Oh my god. You found the carved octopus. You keep the compress on Nikolai's wound, tying it tightly in place with a strip of fabric from your own shirt. He still looks faint, pale, barely present. You with me, Nikolai? I listen. His voice is hoarse, a hoarse whisper. You lean in close. Still alive, still alive. So is Taylor Acosta still alive? Or is Bryce still alive? What? With a moan, Nikolai slumps over unconscious. Naomi presses a finger to the artery in his neck. He's out, but he's alive. You saved his life, Jamario. Yeah, but was it worth it? Please, we don't know. You huddle together at the top of the lighthouse, watching lightning flash amidst a swirl of dark clouds over the ocean. How did it come to this? Grant touches your arm. This was supposed to be a vacation for you, a fun time to catch up with an old friend. Yeah, it stopped being that a long time ago. If Nikolai doesn't make it, we may have lost our chance to clear Kate's name. Flynn glares at Duffy. All because this bumbling idiot gets trigger happy. I saved your lives, and for the record, I feel so bad I'm gonna puke. Sir, please. We're all handling it, at least until you showed up. Flynn, I know you're angry, but this isn't helping. Duffy did the best he could. No, he could have stayed out of it. We were good. And plus, Nikolai had the gun down, didn't he? He had the gun down. He didn't. I don't think he raised it back up. I don't remember if he raised it back up. But he was chill. Like, I think Duffy knows something, and he knows that Nikolai knows something, and Nikolai was about to spill the beans. Right? Like, he didn't even follow protocol. Flynn, yeah, cause he said he was investigating somebody who was ignoring the things. But why would you come out here? I don't know. Duffy is just an idiot. Flynn crosses his arms and gazes out at the water. Yeah, well, I hope that helps him sleep at night. Me, I want to know what the HE double hockey sticks we do now. I hope we get more clues. We got 18 clues. Ooh, okay, let's go on to the next one. Chapter 13.